Unlucky Blue Samurai. Croatia won, Japan won, and it is Croatia that go through on penalties. It was a very tight game. It was very close. The Japanese really performed well, and I always said coming into this game that the Croatia have been shown to be quite good technicians, and defensively they're relatively solid. But my thing with them was, do they have the energy? Do they have the momentum? Do they have the pace, to deal with, Japan's high press, etc. And in the first half, we saw that they couldn't. Japan won the offense, they kept attacking. Croatia just hadn't woken up. Japan get the first goal from a cross, and you're thinking, from a corner actually. And you're thinking, okay, Japan go into the second half, I finished the first half 1-0. And you're thinking, if they continue playing like this, then they should actually win this game. And I think they should have won the game. But they started first up. I think Croatia came back into the game a little bit more. Not that much, but they came back in slowly but surely. And as soon as, I think it was Perisic, scored the header from another cross, Croatia grew into the game again and started to have a bit more of a handle on the game. And Japan didn't have a lot of answers. They did get into a lot of good positions, but the final third just wasn't, the quality in the final third just wasn't good enough at that point. You were hoping that that they could maybe do something in extra time. They didn't, and I said at the start, I did say that the experience of the Croat team with penalties and with this level of pressure, I just see them going through. I'd be very surprised if Japan, with the limited experience they have at this level, in this situation, go for on penalties. I just didn't think it was going to be the case. And sure enough, unfortunately, the penalties were not great. I've said this several times during this World Cup. I just don't understand why so many... and I guess it's easy for me saying it from behind the screen. But, like, for me, just blast it. Just either blast it to the left or to the right. Go into the middle. Or if you have no idea, just shoot it straight into the middle. Because the goalkeeper usually, if you're going to take a run up, shoot it straight into the middle. If you have no idea, if you just have to just think of the spot. Because the goalkeeper is probably going to go one or two sides if you do it in one run up. If you're going to pick a side, blast it into either top corner, or just try and bend it with a bit of power to the bottom corner. So that the keeper, doesn't have enough time to sort of dive and go around. Those are the only ways you're going to score a penalty. What you don't do, which is what I've seen so many times in this tournament, is low and hard at the level of the keeper so that he could potentially go and save it. And it's not far enough that it's into the inside of the post. And a lot of those Japanese penalties were that. And I was like, they're going to miss them. So it's unlucky. It's a shame, but... because I really do want to see some Asian teams actually potentially getting the quarters or semis, and it's looking like I don't know if we're going to be seeing any Asian, because our South Korea, what are they going to beat Brazil? So that's pretty much all the Asian contingent. Australia, Japan, and South Korea potentially all heading out, and you're relying on hoping that the only African team left is relying on maybe Morocco to do an upset to Spain, and that probably isn't going to happen, but we'll see. But anyway, unlucky, like I said, to the Blue Samurai. They fought hard and their fans were absolutely fantastic. I think the future is positive for Japanese football. You've seen the progress, you've seen the potential. I think they can definitely do wonders, and I think that when the World Cup comes back in June, they've got a lot of young players. We'll hopefully see more potential from the Japanese side. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Shout out to Luka Modric as well, by the way. That man, he keeps on going. Shout out to Croatia. Peace